My stepmom's daughter is my ex. Now that's an interesting title for a novel or anime series. And what follows during the first episode of the series genuinely was entertaining. Hello everyone and welcome to Anime Awakening, and today we're going over episode 1 of the My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex anime series. It's a new series all about two people that used to be dating, but now they're step-siblings. Now this anime is actually classified as a romance comedy series. But during this first episode at least, it was very apparent there's going to be a lot of psychological warfare between the two characters as they try to adjust to the new living situation, all the while overcoming their past feelings for one another because they were dating. And now they're obviously not. Of course, as all comedy romance tropes go, they're failing at doing just that. Both characters are shown trying to one-up each other all of the time, whether they're alone or whether they're at school, which leads to some good comedic moments between the two characters, but more importantly, within this episode, it showed a lot of personality. So let's start with Yumi. First and foremost, I really like her design and the display of personality within the episode. All of this one-upping that she did showed a level of immaturity and rashfulness. Because we saw situations like when she tried to tease him after her bath, which at first was working but quickly was threatened by a wardrobe malfunction arriving. Or when she pretended to have a brother complex in front of those jerks in order for them to leave him alone. However, despite her teasing and slightly childish personality, she is a very smart character, as shown with her getting the highest score in her entrance exam. Again though, this too was played as yet another example of her one-upping her new brother. But deep down, underneath her angry, kind of teasing, moody, and slightly superior attitude, she's someone that deeply cares about her family, and her new brother is no exception. She wants to get along for her mother and her new father's happiness. She doesn't want to risk ruining that for her mother, at least. And she gets those jerks to leave her brother alone because they were only trying to get to her through him. So in a way, she does care about him. The brother though, yes, he cares about family, but we've only seen him want to keep his dad's happiness safe. And that's why he agreed to keep the fact that himself and Yumi used to date a secret. He didn't outright show that he cared for Yumi as a sister, but he does show that he at least respects her. He could have easily allowed the situation to continue after her bath teasing, but instead he covered her up with the jacket, thus avoiding a wardrobe malfunction. Just like Yumi though, he is a very smart character as he enjoys reading a lot. We saw this with the kind of look into his bedroom, which is completely filled up with books after books after books. The way he approaches his one-upping though of his new sister is more thought out and less frequent when compared to Yumi's actions. But Mizuto does have a cheeky, lustful side to him, as he has his own private collection, if you know what I mean. And of course, he was getting red and flustered at the sight of seeing his ex in just a towel. One thing though that I really didn't like from him within this episode though, was the fact that he was using his past relationship against Yumi as he was playing with her emotions. And when you play with someone's emotions like that, it's just cruel no matter which way you look at it. Both characters showed a lot of pride and personality, but one thing is certain. They still obviously have feelings for each other and they haven't gotten over that yet. And personally, I don't think that they will get over their feelings. All of this hate, all of this teasing that they do to each other, it's just their way of trying to forget about the past, but as we saw at the end of this episode, it's having the opposite effect. The animation and art style for this series looks incredible. I really like the detail on the characters' eye design. Every design that we've seen so far has been very pleasant, and I can't wait to see the characters that appear in the ending. Because those characters that we get introduced to but not actually physically shown in the episode, just look really fun and entertaining. Now a quick prediction, because I haven't read the manga or the light novels that this series is based around, I'm going into this completely blind. But I do think that one of the 3 characters that have yet to be introduced will find out about Yumi and Mizuto's past relationship, and thus adding a bit more tension into the story. As so far we know that they want it kept a secret both at home and at school, otherwise it will cause them issues. And it might also force a break in the new persona that Yumi is trying to establish for herself in her new high school. She's trying to get away from that geeky, nerdy kind of look that she was using in the past, and now trying to present herself as a smart yet presentable, almost goddess-like character. Ultimately, I do think the step-siblings will rekindle their relationship after it gets too much to hold their feelings back for one another. But I think at the start, when they try to re-establish this, it's going to be hard to do so, because they're now siblings, and of course they wouldn't force their mother or father to break up for their own selfish reasons. So I do think that element to it might add like another interesting, well, element or attribute to the series that help keeps it a little bit more entertaining and keeps us as the viewer on our toes a little bit. So yeah, ultimately I'm intrigued to see how this show plays out moving forward. Let me know your thoughts on this series in the comments down below. Please, no spoilers. Oh, and one quick question. Do you like chicken breasts? Looking at the episode's comment section was wild and a very odd experience. Let's just leave it at that. If you know, you know. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos like this moving forward. And of course, I hope you have an amazing day. Alligator, matane. Goodbye.